Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Victor Baroni, I'm a French artist, and in today's video I am going to be making a sculpture slash painting inspired by this beautiful onyx picture that I saw on Google. And I really love the cracks and the details on these pictures, so that's why I've decided to choose this one. So to start here, I have my glass palette with some magenta, burnt umber from two different brands, but it is not really the same color. It depends on the brand. I have the white from PBO and some Payne's gray, this is the dark blue that you see here. I will now do my first coat of paint. Here you see I like my color to be really blend, as always if you follow my videos here on YouTube. And yeah, so I will work layer by layer and create all of the different details that you saw on the picture. Here I'm working on a simple round plywood base. It was already cut. I bought that in a DIY store next to my place. And yeah, here is the second coat. I always work in many layers with acrylics, and I like my acrylics to be really wet so I can really blend the colors. If you want to see the full tutorial step by step, where I giving you all of the tips that I use, all of the brands of the product and my brushes, you can now follow my courses on Patreon. I will link everything down in the description. And yeah, here you see I show you the details that I'm going to reproduce. I'm not copying exactly the picture that I saw. I just follow my imagination and try to give a realistic look, but more like abstract also, because it is stone, so you can really paint whatever you want. You just need to be creative with the colors and respect all of the contrast, so your artwork is interesting to look at. As always, I also like to use my Posca pen, my acrylic markers. These are really great to create small details easily, and you don't have to have a brush with paint. You can just go with the Posca markers, and it is really easy. Here I like to use my dry brush technique, almost dry, with the white and some different colors. Here I'm going to add a little bit of blue. It is not really a blue, it is the Payne gray. I really like this color because it is a little bit off, and yeah, I really like this type of blue. And you can mix it with some green, or here I use magenta just to give another color and more saturation in the color. You can really change the tint of this Payne's gray with just a tiny bit of a strong color, like here the magenta. On this piece, I've decided to keep the edge painted to give more a 3D effect, because I'm going to build a base for it. so you will see the edge of the painting, and I think it is really great. And since it's going to be like a sculpture, we will almost think that it is a piece of marble cut in the stone directly, put on a base, and that's what I like to do. So I keep adding white and details just to give a more contrasted look. Here you see I try to mimic what I saw on the picture, and I really like this part. That's why I try to reproduce this part. And because I'm working with a diluted white, when it dries a little bit transparent, so that's why I'm going layer by layer. I'm layering the white just so it is more opaque and more vivid. And yeah, you really see a difference when I apply a second layer on the white. So here, just to give more contrast, I will add a little bit more. Just as the white, I will do some more layers of dark blue. Here I'm adding a little bit more brown on certain area, just to give a warmer tone on the blue and give more details to the piece. Here with a really fine brush, I'm adding the last details and touch-ups, and also using my Posca. I like to use this lining brush because it is really fine. You cannot have this these lines with Poscas because Poscas are not as fine. Now what I do, it is the last step. I do a little bit of glazing. Glazing means that I use a really diluted color like the magenta you see here, and it will just add a tiny bit of transparency color onto the dark blue, for example, and it will give another shade of blue. And yeah, this is a great technique to change the color of your painting. You can almost paint black and white and add colors with this technique. Here I'm going to glaze a little bit more because I thought it was not blue as much. Sorry, my painting was not as much blue as I wanted, so I took blue paint, a regular blue paint, mix it up with some water, and I've tried to glaze on top of the dark blue Payne's Gray just to give it more of a vivid color. Here I'm adding the last details to my painting, and it will be time to apply the gold leaves. I've already add my 3D medium onto my piece. I'll show everything on my Patreon page if you want to follow the courses. The link are in the description. Yeah, so here I'm applying the gold leaf glue. Let it dry and then apply my gold. It is a really simple technique. You just need to have the good product and you need to be patient when applying the gold leaf glue. So you will have beautiful lines, straight lines. Here I'm going to remove all of the little gold flakes with a brush, and then I'm going to sign my piece, apply 2 to 3 coats of varnish on top, and just because my piece is really flat, this is not a canvas, I will have a beautiful glossy finish on this one. I will not show you the base part because I've done a course on that on my Patreon page, and I didn't film every steps of this. But yeah, I will show you now the full result. And here it is. You see the beautiful glossiness of my piece. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I wish you all a great day and see you for another video. Bye. Bye guys.